I need to get an understand so I can put this Instagram on too. I'm gonna do it. And yes, I'm telling myself what I need to do, family. Good morning. I hope this volume is up. Yes. Good morning, sis. I'm getting ready to go live. Oh, it's all right. It's okay. I'll call them back as soon as I'm done. Okay. Okay. Good morning, y'all. Ooh, good morning. Good morning. I got sunburn. Crazy. When I tell y'all, who has. Why is this not on? Okay, hold on, fam. Let me figure this out. What's going on here? Oh, Lord. Okay. Good morning. Waiting on you. So much is going on. Oh, yes, it's a lot. Yep. I already know. Good morning, everybody. Ooh, I should have knew something when we got silenced on TikTok for a minute. I should have knew then. I should have knew then there was something coming. Hold on. Okay, so look here. Why is this not right? Because it's just been a lot. Listen, listen here. And my grandmother is probably gonna call me in a minute because I had returned her call. Why does this not feel right? I did this in a minute. Hey y'all, good morning. Ooh, Lord Jesus. Let me tell y'all one thing. I hate, no, I don't hate, because the Bible says it's wrong. Hate. I strongly dislike flying. I don't, maybe it's because I flew a lot when I was young, but I'm telling you, your TT niece, cousin, auntie, I don't like flying, y'all. It's a pain in the neck, a, where, back, hell, where, whatever you want to call it. I hate flying. Hate it. I flew, right? It was just a nightmare. It was a nightmare. And then I get to my destination and my phone gets in this much water and goes out. Get to the phone store and they tell me because I don't live here, they cannot issue me a new phone. What? You can't fix it. So I'm stranded in this city with no phone. Okay? And if I don't got the cash to pay for a brand new one, like right out, they're not giving me nothing. I can't get to my Cash App, phone numbers, flight information, nothing. Okay? Locked out of everything because Circle don't remember no passwords like that. I had to, whatever it is, what it is. Okay? Talking about if you wanna, you better check with your phone company and make sure that you out of the country and you go take your phone underwater or have a backup. I was screwed. I'm telling y'all, royally hot, and they probably heard some words they didn't like. No, honey. I was so hot. I said, oh, and this is why I used to have two phones. This is why I always kept two phones, and I ain't had to have two phones in forever. But I guarantee you this, that was a learning lesson for me. I'm talking about straight learning lesson. I was like, oh no. But guess what else it prepared me for? Guess what else it prepared me for, y'all? Exactly what we was talking about, being without a phone. Because what did the EBS just say last week? Y'all, I was like, okay. Now, who remembers me telling y'all a lot of times he'll have a prophet go through something that has to do with the masses? I was disconnected from everything, y'all. Right now, I had to, y'all know this ain't my case. I had to get a new phone. But guess what? Still disconnected from everything, because if you don't remember your passwords, if you don't remember this, if you don't have access to that email no more, you don't have access to that information. Y'all, so for 3-4 days, I was without a phone. Without access to anything and anybody. I said, now, if this ain't an omen, Dad, we just taught a class about this last week. And then it happened to me. No way to talk to anybody but the people I was around. You could not contact me. You couldn't text me. Nothing was coming through because the screen had went black. The phone was on. Bixby would answer and call and then hang up. Get your walkie-talkies and your CB radios. I said, well, if this ain't mess me up, I said, oh, this is why you said get your CB radios. Because if that EMP or whatever it is come through in the movies, the CB radios always work. I'm just saying. They'll find a CB radio from 1752, do a little wire work, and it worked. That's something. You don't see them with no cell phone. CB, as in boy. That's crazy, y'all. I said, that is nuts. That's going to drive people crazy. I wasn't really tripping. I just, because I knew I had to come home, and I don't drive. So then I have to get an Uber and all these things you have to do on your phone. So there's that. Y'all, I was without a phone for like 4 days. That's crazy. 4 whole days. If you wanted to talk to me, you couldn't. If I wanted to access certain things, if it wasn't on my iPads, and it ain't no more payphones. Exactly. Y'all, that was a life lesson for circles. Let me go get me some water. Hold on. I said, ooh, that's crazy. Well, Dad, you don't take long to confirm what it is that you be saying. At all. That was crazy, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie, that had me messed up a little bit. I was like, wow, that's interesting. Ooh, that's very, 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 very interesting. I said, yeah, thank you, God, for allowing me to be in here. Don't really talk to nobody because I wasn't really tripping. The only reason I was tripping is because I needed to get somewhere and access to my, financial stuff or whatever. But other than that, I wasn't really tripping because I don't talk to nobody no way like that. I'm in here by myself all the time. So, but I'm just thinking about the people that are used to being stimulated, that don't know how to sit in a quiet house and not be able to go nowhere and not be able to run their mouth on the phone all day. Y'all better start training y'all minds to be in the silence. Or it's gonna be a lot of crazy people that ran out in the street because they feel like they bad, like this is America and they can do whatever they want. And it's gonna get ugly. Come on, Deja. I said this crazy right here. We just talked about it. Y'all know this is not my phone. This is not my, it's in there in my bag. Y'all know this ain't my phone. This is not my phone. And it don't feel like my phone either. I just said, girl, we had a good time together, didn't we? Got time to lay you to rest. All my pictures of my grandbabies, I didn't back none of that stuff up. A lot of it I did, but a lot of it I didn't. I got about 50,000 pictures or so on my, Lord, just please let her dry out. That's what I'm going to say. Please let her dry out, Lord, because I need that. I had just took a little, listen. Anyway, so there's that. Get ready. Get your CB radios ready, y'all, because that was different. I ain't gonna lie, that was different. But the crazy thing is, the same thing happened to me. Not the same, but something similar happened to me in 2019. I was without a phone for like 3 months or something. It was crazy how this was all working out. I was like, I don't get it. And then we were all isolated. It was early 2019. It was a mix up with some stuff and crazy with my account, and it was just stupid. But God was preparing me for the end of the year going into 2020 when people wasn't going to be able to just be visiting and moving around. So I'm seeing these patterns. I'm like, oh, Lord Jesus. Well, mm, 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 mm. When I say my mind was blown that I just taught that class about getting the CB radios and making sure that when the cell phones go out and then my phone just goes out. And they're like, no, I don't know what to tell you. And just say I got insurance and everything. Doesn't matter. I've been with y'all 7 years. Doesn't matter. I don't. Oh, okay. I'm gonna put it. I just got home. No, where I was at, there was no rice, and I was. The first day I wasn't worried about it because my phone has been in. My phone is waterproof. It's been in the dang water in Florida. I know it's good. Do you understand? And I didn't even dip the whole phone. I only dipped this part of the phone. I didn't even put the port in the water. It was upside down in less than 2 inches of water. This is what I'm telling you. This part didn't even get wet, and it said port wet. How? When the port didn't go in the water? Listen, I'm gonna do it, but it's too late now. I had to get a phone because I had to get home. I had to get here. So with that, am I happy about it? Hell no. Because I use my stuff till it is falling apart. Cracked screen. I'm not doing it. I don't have to have the newest. I had that phone for 5 years. No, not 5, 3. No, 5. No. Yeah. Yeah. Because I got it right before. Yeah. 2018. 2019, something like that. Maybe 4. Maybe 4 years. No. Yeah, I was sad. Stupid. I don't want the newest nothing out. As long as all my stuff is on there and it works, I'm going to use it till the wheels fall off. So anyway, there's that. Somebody sent me something right before I left, but I was leaving and I wasn't doing no classes. So let's get this in real quick. And I'm not going to lie and say I know where I put everything because I don't. Somebody sent me something. So let's look at this. And I know I got some packages I think I need to go pick up, but not today. Who saw Bill and Ted? Who's ever seen Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure? Raise your hand and say I. If you ever saw Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, young people, Auntie is putting you on. Yes, it's from the 80s and 90s, but fire. Okay? They about to run it back. Good. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I love that. Oh my God, that was my favorite stuff. So I believe it was my auntie, if you hear good morning, that bought me the Percy Jackson series. What you just said, my kids is because I think they read the Percy Jackson when they were in like junior high, high school. It was a requirement. They teachers made them read this. They teachers made them read about the fallen angels' children. Are you getting me here? Thank you, Auntie. Thank you. Uh-huh. The Titan's Curse, The Last Olympian, The Battle of the Labyrinth, The Sea Monsters, and The Lightning Thief. Sea monsters, as in Nereus and his homeboys, you mean Job's brother? Y'all studied Greek mythology in your high school AP class. Okay. Uh-huh. The Titan's Curse. Who were the Titans? Huh? Who were the Titans? We are the giants. Who was their daddies? You're new? Well, hello, new. Nice to meet you. You'll love it here. Stay a while. We got a lot of new people, I think, too. I'm excited. The angels. The fallen angels. The ones that fell down like stars among the cows in Enoch. And then there were cow people. And we still find them mutilated cows right now where their organs, their reproductive organs are being taken out. Who knows about that? Anyone know about the mutilation of cows and how their organs is always taken out with precision? Okay, so let me ask you a question. Now that we have established that the fallen angels' children are the disembodied spirits of our world right now, does that now make you think about exactly shooting stars? Come on. So look at this. Think about this, y'all. We already established that the reason that they made it with the animals was to spite God, because God took the animal speech, and when they mounted these animals and did that old crazy mess, then the animals could talk again. Well, those are the two species of beings that caused man to fall, the animals and the fallen angels. And then they hooked up and made rulers over the people they hated, which was the natural humans. Now, who told me to watch Cursed? I think it was Day. Day told me, LaDaisha. Ooh, tell me that I don't. Tell me that ain't our stuff. I'm like, where's the rest of it? Y'all gonna have to give me 2 season shows at least, because I run through them in a day. I run through it, especially if it caught my attention. Now, the new one that caught my attention is this freaking Shadow and Bone. I got home at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Day, you did it. Every show just about you that told me to watch Miss Williams. LaDaisha Williams. Oh, I'll be like, this girl, I want to stop listening to her, Lord. Because every time this girl tell me to watch something, I'll be like, oh my goodness, let me go get my book. Where is my book? Dang, you gonna quit doing me like that? Every show she didn't tell me to watch is all she be like, it's her stuff. Baby, because I couldn't get, oh my goodness. Now the kids call, I'll be like, what? What? I'm watching TV, what? Every time she tell me to go watch something. Every time. It ain't been one time she told me to go watch something that I ain't. They stop it. I told you I'd be on it. This is literally all I do is what. Oh, thank you. Listen, she said they be telling us. And it's okay. So can I ask y'all a question though? Isn't it crazy how it's been in the books? It's been on the TV, and we just thought it was make believe because that's what they told us. But in all reality, everything that they told us was make believe was actually the truth. Crazy. Uh-huh. So something else that's right in our face, right? So last year I attempted to grow some vegetables, and because y'all kept me so busy, they all died because I was on here 13 hours a day and not able to water my plants and stuff. So I'm gonna try it again, even though I'm late. It doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna do some inside stuff, okay? But look at this. So in the plants in my pot, I noticed a weed growing up. Now this is amazing to me because I'm upstairs. And so, how did you even get up here? Had to be carried up here by the wind or a bird or something. Okay? Because how was you growing on the that don't make no sense, right? So get this. I go to Google, do the whole look up the plant thing. And it's called hold on one second. American burnweed is what it's called. The plant. American burnweed, right? But this is the crazy thing. I said, Dad, you just be having all your stuff right here on her face. And I just was doing this outside. Where is my book? I promise y'all got my library so full. It is ridiculous. Your auntie, daughter, niece, cousin can't find nothing in this. Where is my book? Mm-mm-mm. Hold on. It might be in my room. Uh, well, anyway, I'm trying. Well, I'll just do this. Oh, here we go. Wait a minute. I want the one with the letters on it. Hold on, y'all. I didn't put it. Oh, y'all got send me so many books I can't find my stuff. I know it's right here too, but I just don't know exactly where. Because anyway, I was trying to find my. It might be in my room. My book about Earth, the one I'm looking for. I don't know where it is. There's too much stuff in here. I gotta get some kind of system, y'all. But our book that talks about our Lord. Hold on, y'all. It might be in my room. Anyway, this plant is named after. I want y'all to see it. Oh Jesus! Give me a second, family. I gotta find this book now. It might be in my room. I'm just looking right over it. Give me one second. Now this. Yep. Let me go check my room. It's probably in there. Hold on. Okay, I told y'all it was probably in my room, and it was right on the side of the bed. Okay, now tell me what y'all see right here. There we go. Y'all ready? Y'all see this, right? Y'all see this. Y'all know. Y'all know that Uruk, UK, is our now Iraq, but it also used to be ERECH, right? Look at this. Do y'all see it? Ah, look, I said, Eric? Like Uruk? Like Iraq? Like Uruk? We know that the ancient Mesopotamians were the children of the angels, and they did plant magic. This was one of the most wicked. He was the Nimrod was the king of the world for a minute. What's the first thing the angels taught their baby mamas? And these people became the leaders of ancient Mesopotamia. Yes, you do got a lot of reading to do. Zell, what kind of magic? What kind of? Let's get it. I'm see. Now you see why I say you guys' eyes got to be open. Look, your eyes have to be open. Go to page 16. You already know book 1. Come on. Hey, get to the page. Yep. Y'all already know what it was. Y'all already knew what it was. And they took wives unto themselves, and everyone respectively chose one woman for himself. And they began to go into them or unto them. And the first thing that these Negroes, the fallen angels, taught these women in Africa, it says, and they taught them magical medicine. Africa and the Caribbean, where all of the beautiful different shades of black are some of the most spiritual places, and they connect with a lot of beings that are old and ancient, which is the same, and wise, and they have power. The African medicine men are sought out all over the world. Or the witch doctor, or the sorceress, or the sorcerer, or the magician. Let's go here. Come on. It says, and they taught them magical medicine, incantations, the cutting of roots, and taught them about plants. Now, why would that be important? Because if you're going to make a poison arrow, or a love spell, or a tincture, or whatever it is to cause your enemies to fall. My grandma's from Jamaica, and she always warned us of messing with magic. Come on. Because it's real. And this is why the Bible says that the sorcerers and the diviners, there's a very dark place for them because they normally use dark magic. And it's crazy because the angels that are the leaders over the people that they worship, the fallen spirits of the fallen angel. I mean, the spirit, fallen spirits or disembodied spirits, which is basically the grandchildren and children of the fallen angels. And in black magic is the strongest magic, is it not? You have to go into the darkest parts of yourself and the darkest parts to find the light. You have to do things that you have to hide in order to get the power that you get in the dark, in the secret, in the hidden places. And God says, since you like the dark, it's going to be your eternal home. But it's going to be a black, it's the level of darkness. Remember, Enoch said that it's on that level of heaven, those two. He said it's darker than any earthly darkness. You got to think. There's caves and different things and holes that people go into. You can't see your fingers in front of your face, and it's darker than that. The nothing. Good morning, Auntie. Did you send me these? I just have a feeling you did this. Did you do this, Auntie? I know. I said, she did. If you is a TA, but I know my Auntie did this. I know she did this. Yes, thank you, Auntie. We just went over it right now. Now, what's crazy is there's a lady. How could anything be darker than that? The cosmos is darker than that. Have you not? When they get, well, yeah. So anyway, you dark or black magic, the dark things, the daddies, the outer darkness. Come on, the daddies of these beings that all of the people pray to. Okay, so I want to show y'all something because this is mind blowing to me, and we study it all the time. It's a lot of stuff because I ain't seen y'all, so I want to just this is how my mind be working. Okay, this is how I be working. So, oh, sorry. Hold on one second. Just want to show y'all something. So I was watching this lady earlier today, and I was like, oh, that's it. And it's very interesting. This lady, I think it's this one. Earth, they'll go to the hills. If their source of power is mummy water, they will go to the rivers. They will go to the water bodies. And when they go there, they'll be, for mummy water, they put on white and they put on red. Simply because mummy water is a snake that is red down. It's a red snake. Up, it's a human being. So it when it shows up dressing in white. It likes mixing white and red. And you all know red simplifies blood. It signifies, it symbolizes blood. So what they do, they please Mummy Water by putting on her colors. So it is either white or red. And then they get chicken. And then they slaughter. And then they start singing. Because music is a transport, is a mode of transport. It transports spirits. So they start singing beautiful, like Mummy Water. Let God bless your mama. Things like that. They are pleasing Mummy Water. They are worshiping Mummy Water. So when they do so, Mummy Water is pleased with them. And then Mummy Water will receive their sacrifice. And when Mummy Water receives their sacrifice, Mummy Water will give them wealth. Mummy Water will give them influence. Girls will be shouting when they see them showing up on stage. Girls will be screaming. They will be so desperate. They don't mind even if I'm not married to him. If I can just have one night with this celebrity. So that lust it's boosted with Mummy Water, and also to please Mummy Water. Some of them go an extreme of sleeping with her. Because Mummy Water is so immoral. All these goddesses, they are immoral. They promote immorality. They like mixing. And by the way, they lust after God's creation because we are fearfully and wonderfully made in His image. So when they look at you, they are full of lust.
They just want to devour any person that comes across them. So now, these men sleep
I shared
with
it.
spirits, with mummy waters, and then they come to perform. And you see women fighting for them, men fighting for them, because the anointing that they carry is the anointing from mummy water. And as a result, mummy water boosts them with money so that they can promote her kingdom. That's why when they are singing, they have to promote the kingdom of muddy water. Which is immorality, fornication, yes, adultery, yes, drunkenness,
right,
drugs, party lifestyle, yes, getting high, yes, white collar crime, white parties. Yes, the all white parties. Yes. Wow, yes, exactly. She loves to wear white. Yes. Look out for those churches where you have to wear white. White. And beware of all those all white churches. Yes. Then you'll see them wearing white, and the pastor wears white and red. Yes. All the time. Yes. Right. Yeah. Right. And the scripture is very clear. 1 Corinthians chapter 6 from verse 16.
And in every freaking vampire movie, the Cardinals got on white and red. It's on TikTok. I reshared it. I reposted it. That's crazy. She got another video, and guess what's on there? She talking about the This ain't it. She talking about the Oh, I don't know if I saved it. I don't think I saved it, but she has another one, and she's showing all the symbols we've been studying. Medusa. Like, I did not know that the Coca-Cola sign turned upside down is the Baphomet's face, y'all. Y'all might have already knew. I'm today years old. I always wonder why they didn't write Coca-Cola a certain way. Well, if you put those two images together, it is the Baphomet's face. The two Coca-Colas on the side of your can, if you pull them together. It's got to be that one. I think it's this one.
They taught me how to trap them, trap a soul to keep them stuck by capturing, quarrel with that person to that attack by quarreling the words I have spoken, how I am the one who, if they don't wake up to pray and counsel me, I'll ask they'll go to the hills. If their source of power is mummy water, they'll go to the rivers. They will go to the water bodies. And when they go there, they will be, for mummy water, they put on white. And then Mummy Water will receive their sacrifice. And when Mummy Water in his image. So when they look at singing, they have to promote the kingdom of Mummy Water. Which is immorality, fornication.
I don't want this. This is. I'm trying to show you the one where she showed the symbols.
So the items the manufacturing date is 1st of August.
I think it's this one.
That this company belongs to the kingdom of darkness.
Here you go. Okay, listen.
Half Indian, half Ugandan. Indians have many gods, and they worship many gods. And then she would just add every god to all the gods that she had. So my grandmother had many gods that she was worshiping. She was living blindly. She had no idea that she was serving the kingdom of darkness. So my grandmother took me. She opened up a portal, and I was able to see a whirlwind that formed into a beautiful woman. And then
okay, pause. Who watched The Invisible City? Thank you, Dave. Who watched The Invisible City? So her grandma opened up a portal, and then it was a woman that came out of a whirlwind. Wasn't that how that little boy used to show up to go visit that girl? The one that would be hopping on the leg. He needed his leg. Wasn't he a whirlwind? A dirt devil. Didn't we read about the spirits in Og that had that same ability? It says his dark ones surrounded him like a whirlwind. How does the genie in Aladdin show up? And he materializes into a touchable being, right? Like a tangible, you could. Okay. Tasmanian devil. We always show, no, he coming because he kick up so much dust. And they had us watching these things. Didn't even realize they had a whole spiritual meaning behind it. Okay, let's keep going. Watch this.
This woman started training me on how to exploit people, how to steal people's destinies, how to have dominion, and how to create ideas. They create ideas through spirit cooking. Now, when the spirit cook, they are able to connect with the other world and then bring those ideas into this planet from the spiritual realm into the physical realm.
Like
and then that's when they become big people in this world.
Isn't CERN heat? Spirit cooking? Opening up portals so that you can talk to beings in other dimensions. So CERN is nothing but a big, and we know because the crazy thing is, in all of the movies, even in ancient time, they had a portal that they could look through and go other places, and it looks exactly like CERN. You see it on the hieroglyphs. So CERN took the stone figures of those and made the ones that that's how they found CERN. They didn't just come up with that. They seen that on all of the hieroglyphs and whatnot, and they can understand a lot of that. So here we go, right? So look,
like inventors, owners of big companies. When you're going to deal with a company, please take time and look at their logos. See, their logos will tell you their source of power. The logos will tell you that this person got this idea from this goddess or from this god. Like we sell these hoodies and behind we put life is spiritual because we know life is spiritual. God revealed to us that life is spiritual. So there are some companies that have the image of the sun.
Ah! I got right to it. Thank you, Dad. Let me go.
Idea from this goddess or from this god. Like we sell these hoodies and behind we put life is spiritual because we know life is spiritual. God revealed to us that life is spiritual. So there are some clothing brands that have images of Versace. Some companies that have images of Baphomet. There are some companies.
Do y'all see that? All in freaking G. Coca-Cola. We already did Sprite. We already did Sprite. It makes sense because Sprite is spirit, Sprite is a fairy, Sprite is a fury or a fae. And now we got the Baphomet on the Coca-Cola can. Really? Makes
sense. That have the image of the sun god, their restaurants. There are some companies that have images of the mermaid. And that's how you know that this company belongs to the kingdom of darkness. Be very sensitive. As you're buying items, as you go shopping, don't just shop blindly. Take time and read through the information,
So when I was telling y'all I was crazy, but this woman just said her grandma opened up a spiritual portal and a demon or one of the fallen angels, disembodied spirit children, gave an idea, and then it go and it because it ain't done. I'm gonna show y'all the rest because it's just real good. I've been telling you.
Get to know about that product that you buy. There's some people who go to shop, they're buying meats, and the meats have stayed for long. Like let's say, how can meat stay fresh for 2 months?
In the refrigerator.
The manufacturing date is 1st of August. So you have no people to compromise differences, but everything.
She don't got no more pictures. So when I was telling y'all I was crazy, but as we go through these medicine names, birth controls, food, clothing, It's been a year and a half, folks. It's been a year and a half since you seeked and you found and are still finding and ain't quit finding yet, have you? Now you can't unsee it. Your eyes is all the way open. When you go in Target, Walmart, in the gas station, look at the clothes, look at the food, look at your medicines. Now you see demon name, demon name, demon name, demon. What? Wait a minute. This is a high ranking demon of hell. Why is this the name of my high blood pressure medicine? Oh, well, if the fallen spirits or the disembodied spirits are the children that were taught magic, it makes sense. Because even with that, they get to kill people. Because every time somebody dies from one of the poisons that they great granddaddies, the fallen angels taught the women, it's a sacrifice to them. Just like when somebody dies in a car accident, okay? And that car is named after a titan. Toyota. You mean these guys that are cursed? The Titans cursed? And then there's a whole car called a Titan? Or the other cars that are named after fallen gods or have their symbolism on it. Every time someone dies there's a lot of sin that happens in cars, isn't it? Drug deals, illicit sex, kidnappings, murders. A lot of stuff happen in cars or with cars. A lot of cars cause people to lose their life, to be unalive. And clothing, jewelry, diamonds, which is what they were made out of. So when a person gets killed for a chain that's got all diamonds in it, I wonder, or barrels or whatever it is, I wonder which angel that comes from. Which we know people get killed over Jordans and Nike, that whole thing. We know. Puma, I believe, was a Titaness or a Titan. Michelin Man or whoever, or the whatever that Red Wing shoes and all of these things. I told y'all, if you look at the symbolism, it'll tell you. Now here is this young lady from a different country saying the same thing. Y'all already know from Balenciaga, Bell is king. Baal. And we know Baal started with Nimrod, him and his mama. Having, and then and whatever after that. And we know they was Nephilim. We know that they were Titans. We know that they were the fallen angels' children. So with that, the symbols, insignia, or whatever you want to call that we see all over and everywhere, all has meaning. Because if you think about it, the Puma sign and the Nike sign really are not much different. One's just wider, but it's the exact same shape on a shoe. It's like a wing. It's where you place it. And we work ourselves to death to buy things that are dedicated or named after the fallen angels, bastard, reprobate children. Wow. We have been spending time with God to go get a Versace bag or to keep this car that is named after a fallen angels. All of the most expensive things are named after them, or wear their symbol, or their sigil, or the demons. All those little symbols that look like on the Tory Burch bags. Those are on temples all over the world in different places, shrines and whatnot. They didn't just come up with that. And we know because we can look in other books here in our magic book, the history of witchcraft and witchcraft and the occult. And this ain't even an old book, and a lot of those symbols are there. Like, couldn't that be taken as the Venus symbol? And we know that she was a goddess, right? Does that look like your Venus symbol? Even though it's upside down, but there's several on this book. The history of magic and the occult. So when you go through here, look at who's using it. Look at that. And we know that they were upstanding people back in the day. This was the influencers. We could tell that people would want to be them in this time, wouldn't they? And they got the bread because she got on a whole fire and he got on a clean suit, and that's probably a custom made hat. Reading the lines. This symbol is in parks, and they use it as a chair for kids to sit on, and it'll have all different symbols on it. They make these in parks and different places all the time, don't they? This little hand here. Hand chairs are a thing. We see this symbol even on Disney behind our kids. Oh. See any of this anywhere? Ever? Oh, yeah, we do. This is a nose ring people have in their nose. Right, man. Even though we know that these are also different symbols for like the zodiac and whatnot, but they're also the sigils of deacons and demons and leaders of the darkness. And we know that that's real too. See it? Kabbalism and the Hermetic orders. Beings of light. Does that say salon? Does that say salon? You mean the word we see everywhere? Salon. I'm going to the salon. The salon. Oh, it's an upper class salon where you go to be made vain? Shoot what you done said. Magic. Look, modern magic. These look like the beasts that I just watched in Shadow and Bone, don't they? That's crazy because these dang things showed up and I didn't only watch 1 or 2 shows and fell asleep on the rest. Oh my God, from the darkness they came. Wow. If when they got the rooms, they go your beautiful rocks that you be writing on outside your house, your rooms. With ancient Phoenician letters on them that became the Greek and Celtic and Roman and Russian runes that they have. Those came from Phoenicia. They came from Phoenicia. Sure did. Isn't that crazy? And the list goes on. Of course, we know curse or cure. Is it medicine? Oh, I bet you they in here talking about pause. Now look at this. These are the symbols I was talking about. The reason that they have a magical. Oh, look at Charlemagne. Now, why? We know somebody named Charlemagne right now. This is very popular in hip hop culture, don't we? That's crazy. We saw this in Harry Potter. And it's also mentioned in your Bible, the mandrake fruit that Jacob's wives were the sisters Rachel and Leah were talking about for fertility. And then if you watched Pan's Labyrinth, the movie I asked y'all to watch, you know that that is relevant because the mother in the movie was pregnant and they put a mandrake under her bed and dropped 2 drips of blood in it and kept it in milk and they kept the mama alive. When they killed it, she died as well. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Charlemagne the God. Really? Wonder if that has anything to do with it. And here go the animal people that I told you that the demons got together, the angels, the fallen angels, and made the magical spirits, the jinns. Isn't that odd? That they are all animal humanoids. Look at that. The genies and jinn and evil spirits are humanoid type beings. Really? The fallen angels' children that are the disembodied spirits? Wow. You mean the people that were created in ancient Mesopotamia? These people and the snake people that we kept seeing and stuff? Those folks. Them is the ones. The puma-headed and lion goddesses and like this guy. He's a ruler. We know that. He was like one of the gods. He's a bird dude. And then there's like a sphinx there. So that's an animal humanoid being. Oh, all these symbols and things that we're getting tattooed on our bodies because it's cute and the stars did it, but they worship a god you just not supposed to worship. And they use names and symbols, and because we don't take the time to learn, you know, we just be doing stuff. We just be doing stuff. So I gotta go pull my nose out. Give me a second. So even our plants' original names. Now, remember when I told you? Okay, so that plant that I looked up, they call it the American burnweed, but it has a real name. And his real name has a name from ancient Mesopotamia in it, where they started learning about plants and how to use them to heal or to hurt. They were one of the longest running, ruling societies. They built the massive monoliths we see all over the world, just like we found out that Ireland was land or land. We know this. Uruk or Iraq are the same place. Eric, Uruk, Iraq, which is why they're fighting to get in there now. What spirits are running now? You mean the disembodied ones that never left, that are still the ones that are warring, and they are getting with the leaders who go and commit these atrocities, and then it brings them more spiritual power, so then they gain more influence. You mean like it was like in our days? Okay. So these beings that you are giving your loyalty to and making these shrines in front of are the disembodied bastards, the reprobates, God's illegitimate grandchildren who love dark, dirty, nasty, vile things, and their appetites are insatiable. So this is why when a person becomes addicted to certain things, their facial structure and their body structure changes because they have a parasite living there. Once they start to indulge in certain things, their structure changes because it's another entity there. Ooh. going on with you? What do you mean? You look different. When people start cheating on their spouses, their eyes is always shifting. Always shifting, moving quickly, because you got to watch. Well, it's two entities there. Somebody trying to control your eyes and you trying to control your eyes. When a woman starts to conduct herself, when she goes from purity to another way, you be like, what happened? She did not used to be like that. She used to be a good girl. And now she, because it's a different entity there. If a man takes a life, all of a sudden there is this fearlessness that comes in him and his chest is pulled down. Ain't that crazy? Y'all watch these people that's talking about the light came on them and something came over them and they just are able to do these supernatural. Hold on, what is the something? Because if it ain't the spirit of God, then it's the spirit. I'll give you that. You're right. But which one? Because now that we know that the evil demons and the jinn and whatever your culture calls them are the disembodied spirits of the fallen angels' children that thought they was going to be the immortals, now we know why that's a big thing in Hollywood. Because they were called the immortals. They thought that that's what they was going to be until my daddy ran it down like, no. Y'all was confused. I still run this. And this is why it's so important right there in Genesis when God said, my spirit ain't going to strive with man forever. I'm only giving y'all 120 years because y'all, if I let y'all live long, y'all more wicked. See, people don't pay attention to why that's important. But right after that, it was talking about the Nephilim being in the earth and the earth being flooded. And right before that, it said that the fallen angels had children that were the mighty men of old, the mighty men of renown, the warriors, the Olympians, the Titans, the Nephilim, y'all gods. That y'all praying to these spirits of your ancestors. True, they are your kindred. Because their mothers were, most of them, they started out human women. But over time, the genes were mixed and they were muddied. And now there's animal DNA and different things. And the genetic markers still show this today. This is why they can take pig parts and put them in people and they still work. Because a human body should reject. This is why they can go get a boob job, and if the boob is too heavy, they go get different parts from animals' muscles and incorporate them in. Ain't nothing changed. They are still trying to incubate humans in animals. Oh, I'm sorry, they do. You mean like Damien from The Omen? Because they say he either came out of a goat or a dog. And the spirit of Lucifer is his daddy. Oh. What do they do our research on for our medicine? Mice, animals. Mm. 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 Ooh, Shanae. Girl. Listen. Telling you. Y'all remember they was growing human ears on the mice? Extra limbs on the animals? Anybody remember that? No? They were saying this is groundbreaking because we can incubate prosthetics on animals. And we were like, oh, they growing ears on mice. We should have been alarmed then. But we wasn't. We didn't care. It's okay, they growing human ears on mice. They ain't got nothing else better to do. Oh no, it's not better. Because the same demons that were doing the DNA splicing and the miscegenation of all the species that pissed God off in Jasher, when they started mixing the animals and all, he said all the species that mixed together, he was not happy about that. They're still doing it now. And all the Jurassic Park movies, they were using human DNA to make the dinosaurs. Oh, you mean like when the fallen angels who had human like looks went into the because they're shapeshifters, made it with the lizards and made giant lizards and giant people and giant cows and see. I used to think I was crazy. I said, see, when you look at the hieroglyphs, you're gonna see these real little cows and real big cows. There's real little animals and real big animals. People don't pay attention to that. And then there's real big people and little people. It's two sizes, three sometimes. Mm-hmm. So make you think, don't it? It's been here. They've been doing it. It ain't nothing new. None of it. Hold on, let me go turn this air up, y'all. This thing got warm. The earth. Where's my menopause? One of the two. it can be a number of things. I gotta go make me some coffee too, so I'm gonna go get my life together, blow my nose, make me some coffee. Because now that I done went through these states, my allergies, it's just stupid, but whatever. I gotta get my eucalyptus and rub it on my things because I'm not even about to go through what I went through when I came from Tennessee. So give me a minute. We gonna have. Oh, I did good. 68 minutes. I did a whole hour straight without no. I did good. See how that work out? I'm getting better. What yellow book? The Old Testament Pharmakeia. This is the book that if you cannot afford them, we will send them to you. But we say if you can afford your nails and whatnot, and skip out on that a week or so and go get them. And Auntie, yes, I think it did. I haven't went to go get it yet. I just got back, Auntie. I had a weekend, Auntie. I've been stranded without a phone for four days. There's a lot that went on in the last since y'all seen me last. It made me think about Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Auntie. For real. Yeah. So there's that. Okay. I wouldn't, Auntie. And ain't that sad? Because I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I don't even know how to explain it. It is what it is. How do you order them from me? No, you can order them on Amazon. If you want to get them, they on Amazon. Just go up on my link and look under. You'll see them in there. Or Old Testament Pharmakeia. Now, if you can't afford them, then we will send them to you. You have to email Circuit Trova Books. Just go to my website, circuitrova22.com. Don't email at circuitrova22.com. You got to go down to the bottom, and it's going to give you all the links to wherever, like if you want books and all of that stuff. So, okay. But yeah, those books will change your life and the lives around you. Oh, yes. Oh, who agree? Say I. If the OTP changed your life and some of the other books, Jasher and Enoch and all, just all of that, did it change your life? Whole different understanding. The Testament of Solomon. Mm. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Whole different thing. And now y'all see why we did those hoodies. Our knowledge hoodie, our wisdom hoodie, and our understanding hoodie. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Because you can know something, but if you don't understand, because we didn't all seen all of these symbols. We didn't all seen all of these names on medication and things like that. We was just going to the pharmacy. Hell, we all was just going to the pharmacy before we knew that Pharmakeia or Pharmakeia meant spell, incantation, witchcraft, or poison. And then we start looking up the names of the medicine and following, oh, excuse me, we start looking up the names of the demons and the medicine started coming up. That causes more sickness than it does health. You mean like poisons you slowly? Oh, because over time it breaks your body down. But they say that marijuana, something that is grown out of the ground naturally, an herb, is illegal, but poison ain't. I'm gonna take a medicine and help me sleep and wake up and my whole family is slaughtered because it makes me hallucinate. Take a pill that's supposed to help my blood pressure and my lips swell up, my throat swell up, my tongue swell up. Some people die. I can take this and it will cause my liver to fail, but it's helping me run. Get your joints together, but stop your heart. Clog all your arteries. Make you grow things that you didn't have before. That sounds like a spell to me. Incantation or some poison. I don't have any. I'm not a doctor, but I would say Fatima Isaac. I want to read something to you real quick, and maybe this will help. Okay, read something. Just give me one moment. Now my other book is already marked, so I'm probably gonna go there. Yes, I am. Mm-mm. So in the Testament, the Testament of Solomon, okay, in this book that we read, can you see this right here? See that? Deaf, blind, and epilepsy, right? So there's a spirit, okay? So I'm gonna read this to you, okay? It says, now when I had worshipped the God of Israel, I ordered another demon to come forward. This time a three-headed dragon with an awful skin appeared before me. I asked him, who are you? He said, I'm a three-pronged spirit. Remember that, Mom. Three-pronged spirit. One who overpowers by means of three deeds. In the wombs of women, I blind children. I also turn their ears around backward and make them dumb and deaf. Back in the day, what we call nonverbal, not to offend anybody, used to be called dumb. Not dumb as in you don't know, dumb as in you can't speak. Dumb has now been transferred to nonverbal. Okay, but look at this. So in the wombs of women, now, exactly. So think about this. The evil spirits, the disembodied spirits of the giants. So listen, I'm not done yet. So look, it says, I also turn their ears around backward and make them dumb and deaf. Finally, I strike men against the body, and I make them fall down and foam at the mouth and grind their teeth. Did you hear that? I'm going to read it one more time. It says, I am the three-pronged spirit, three-pronged spirit, one who overpowers by means of 3Ds. In the wombs of women, 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 I blind children. I also turn their ears around backward and make them dumb and deaf. Finally, I strike men against the body and make them fall down and foam at the mouth and grind their teeth. So what if you could just cast out the three-pronged spirit that could have attached to your baby while he was in your womb? Demons cause sickness. I told y'all that. What about kidneys? I believe kidneys is in here too. I think he said he's saying burning into the something. It's a whole bunch of them in here. I'm not going to read them all, and all of them ain't in here, but it's some in here. It's a whole bunch of, okay, so here, okay. And so everybody know RX, right? RHYX. Rix means recipe. RHYX. What book is this? I just showed y'all. This one. Well, it's the 2-book set for $54. You see this? It's in here. It's the last book in your volume 1 Old Testament Pseudepigrapha. Okay? This is the same book. It's just minus. This was my first one. My auntie sent me one. I end up giving them away because people be needing them. But this is my old one. The first one I had. You see it up. This was the hardback. That's a paper, but this was a hardback. But here it tells the demons and what sickness they cause. Oh, there it go. Boom. I cause pain in the kidneys. God, you are amazing. Thank you. We flip right to it. Look at that. The demon that causes that is Metathiax. Metathiax. The 10 said, I am called Metathiax. I cause pain in the kidneys. Right there. We went right to it. See it? It's all of them in here, y'all. I don't know. I'm not going to read every single one of them, but it's a lot. You need to get this book and you can read it for yourself. For real. It's a whole bunch of sicknesses. It talks about attacking babies. It talks about all of that. SIDS is in there. It talks about that. All of it. Because, again, like I told y'all, here we go. Where is it? This is why this is so important. Where did I put the book? I just had it, and I probably set it down. Oh, here we go. Look at the Watchers, the Nephilim, and the biblical cosmic war of the seed, the humans, the reproduction. This is why we have medicines that are supposed to be birth control that are named after the angel. Gardasil and Gardasil are named after the angel that taught the death blows. Every death blow, even in the womb. Gardasil and Gardasil are named after one of the death angels, or the angels that taught men how to kill, even in utero. And what does Gardasil and Gardasil do? Stop life. Stops you from procreating. The whole reason the giants were eating people was to stop humans from procreating. When they mingled in the bloodlines, it was to say, we're going to make our own because God didn't make it good enough. Okay? The same spirits are the names of our medicines right now. Really. And the more people take medicine, the more sick they get. They become sterile. They're so sick they can't reproduce. Oh, Or they just die. Or they not even think about it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. My son is moving, hearing your voice again. Hey, nephew. It's your TT circle, baby. It's your TT circle. That's pretty cool. That happens a lot, which is awesome. You need the book with the demon spirits. That's okay. Well then, here right here. So there's a couple books you're gonna need to get. Then let's go on through here real quick. This ain't all of them, but this will get you started. You need to get this. You need to get this. You need to get this and this and this. I'm just playing. So you definitely need to get the Encyclopedia of Demons in World Religions and Cultures because they tell us what they demon names is. And then we line that up. So this is a good book. You need to get this. Encyclopedia of Demons, right, Auntie? They need that. Then you need the Dictionary of Angels, including the fallen ones. How do I remember all these books? God given. He gives me the information of where to go find stuff. I promise, because I ain't even done yet. I'm about to bust y'all here in a minute. Right? So there's that. And for my newbies, we have over 500 and I just looked 556 videos, 65 videos on YouTube. That's nuts. We got 565 recorded classes in less than a year and a half on YouTube in our live videos, circletrover22.com. So if you ever want to, backwards for me. If you ever, this is another one. The Dictionary of Demons is really good. And this is mainly where we found all our medicine names, ain't it, y'all? Found a lot of our medicine names in here. Because as you can see, that's what I was going to say. Even with the American burnweed, it has another name. Remember I told y'all they give us a name like Cialis, but the chemists used a different name. I'm about to show you. Because the RX from your witchcraft, poison, spell, and incantations come from right here in the Testament of Solomon. I'm about to show you where the RX come from. See. See that? Ruax, Ruax right there at the top, right there. Or Ruah, but it's also going to be spelled a different way, and I'm about to show you. A minute. Is it right there? Hold on. See this? See that? Right? But if we go down here, there's other demon names in there. But I'm going to show you this other one. Oh, this. See this? This is your RX. They just take out the HY. And these are all names. You see it says, I am called Rix Unatha. I make off with the minds and alter the hearts. If you take out that HY, there's your RX. So the prefix to the demon names, and I have a girlfriend, I told this story before, who used to work in a pain clinic in Texas. She said that's the chemist. RHYX is the chemist name for, like, the real name of the medicine. I said, come again? She said that's RX. RHYX is the name for a lot of medicine, the prefix for medicine. I said, really? And that's the prefix of the demon's names? Really? So the side effects that come along with the one medicine you take are actually what the Bible said, that one demon get in and then he holds the door open and 7 demons even stronger. And those 7 demons can be the leaders of crews. Because they're generals and whatnot. Oh, so that's where all my other health problems come from, because I let the one demon in my body and he left the door open for all the other ones to cause sickness. Oh. The KJV Bible has answers to all the questions? Absolutely not, because this ain't the KJV. And it doesn't. It actually doesn't have all of them. Sorry. That's why we have to get over here and get the rest of it, because it don't got the demons' names in there to tell you what the sickness is and what it caused. Nope, it just says infirmities or infirmities, and it talks about legion and this and that. No, no, can't be, because it don't tell you the names of Adam's and Eve's daughters in there. And we can read that in the book of Jasher. So this ain't in the KJV, but it's mentioned in there, ain't it? Look, in Joshua, Samuel, and 2 Timothy, this book is mentioned, but it's not in your KJV. But I can, you need to know what's the demon's name that causes cancer. Looks like you need to go buy this book so you can start studying. The truth shall set you free. See how that works? Old Testament Supergrapha. You can find them in my link on TikTok if you want. Or in our Amazon store, we got, Circle Trove Amazon store. We have them there. So if you just want to go right there, there's other books too. The Book of Jasher and some of these Dictionary of Demons and all of that. So you can go look there and find them. Yeah. Okay. Isn't this crazy though? It's great. It's liberating. Because they just going to keep on feeding you spirits, demons, and you just keep getting sicker and sicker and sicker and sicker and sicker and sicker and sicker. You never get better, because Pharmakeia or pharmacy literally means spell, incantation, witchcraft, or poison. Well, what is the opioids doing? It's people talking about they go to an area in Kensington, Philadelphia, or wherever that is, and they never leave. They go there once and they never leave. They're trapped down there 7 years, 10 years. You mean like under a spell? Because they take a prescription drug. And then they under a spell for 10 years? 5 years? I don't know, Susan. I don't know everything. But if you study, God will let you know. This is why you got to read. The side effects do more to you than the pill that they giving you, because it tells you, oh, this is for this, and it's 3 lines of what this do for you. But the side effects be this thick on that little paper back there, don't it? So it says this is for a bacteria infection, but the papers of what harm it's going to cause to your body is this thick, but it's only 2 lines of what this heals. So I take this pill for 7 days, but I have long-term lasting effects in my body from taking 2 weeks of medicine. They don't ever heal you. Side effects are worse than the disease you're trying to heal from. Come on, baby girl. And so then we know what Solomon found out about the demons is true. And that's why they named them after the demons, the disembodied spirits of the fallen angels who hated humans anyway and wanted us to die. That's why God killed them. Remember? Because Michael and Uriel and Seraphiel, or wherever his name was, like, you see what Azaziel has done. You see what him and all his homeboys, and then they went down and laid with the women, and now it's bloodshed, there's sickness, they mixed up the animals. It's a mess. They're using witchcraft. Magical medicine is the first thing that the fallen angels taught the women that they slept with and had children with. Magic medicine. Magic medicine. Magic medicine. Magic medicine. Magic medicine is the first thing they taught. Who got all the money? Who get the billions and billions and billions of dollars in funding for their research? It ain't us. And then the communities get sued because they knew it was going to kill everybody. So they settle for an undisclosed amount to see how many demons could kill, how many people the demons could kill off, and they are rich old folks that no, that don't got nothing to do with it. Nope, it doesn't have absolutely any. You don't do nothing. You start charity talking to God about how he asking him to deliver you from it. You don't go messing around and talking with no spirits, baby. You be sick. You ask God to lead you to a fast, or he'll walk you through it. So I'll be right back. Gonna make coffee. I've been saying that for like 30 minutes. I'll be right back. Gotta take this just in case my grandma call y'all, because she called me yesterday. I called her back, but I don't know if she's at the doctor's or whatever. So she probably been calling me. She always knows when something's going on. Didn't I tell y'all my grandma always knows when something's going on with me? She don't even live in a state. What? That's crazy. And okay, grandma. Okay. Sorry. I need to eat something too. I did not eat a lot this weekend. I did not. I was like on a fast, it feel like. Man, sorry. I had to go make me some coffee, go to the bathroom, blow my nose. I'm gonna have to put some water in my diffuser right there. I'm about to put some of this water in my cup. Hold on. My nose be dry. Real dry. And then I've been traveling, so keep these nasal passages moving. All right. Okay. Who is happy now about the knowledge that God has blessed you with in this last year, 6 months, 3 months, today, if you knew? Tell me it don't change your life. That's what the Bible talks about. My people perish, die in untimely, violent deaths because they don't have enough information. And the church uses that as the world, but that's not who he's talking about. The Bible was written to the church. It's a lot of church people that stay at the doctor and they got whole pill boxes that's about this big. Or they own a lot of narcotics, but they want to talk to me about something that grows out of the ground naturally. You literally run into the doctor every week to go get a spell, incantation, or some poison. Don't. God said I made all the herbs that'll feel good. That's what he said. Oh, they getting high. Lady, you're high every week and every day. Every day. Every time you pop one of them pain pills, Dr. Jones gave you. Matter of fact, you taking in witchcraft, pharmakeia, poison, incantations. So who then prayed over it in the name? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. And now that you know that the medicine is named after demons and you got 18,000 pills, Sister Biscuit and Brother Potato Chip. So quit looking down your nose at your grandchildren for smoking a blunt, baby. Because you the one dealing in the witchcraft. That grow from the ground. Now, if they didn't added something to it, okay, that's different. But if they haven't, you better pick your nose up. While you walking around with your spells in your purse. Oh, we ain't going to talk about that. Because you're constantly going to the pharmacy, baby. Baby, go get grandma medicine. Now I got to take my medicine. Sister, I need some orange juice. Can you grab me some orange juice? Oh, I was in the hospital. They had to give me, I had to have surgery. And they gave 100 pills. I slept so good. The Lord loves me, and so do the demons. They all lined up on your counter. Maybe that's when when we go into churches now, we don't feel the Spirit of God anymore. And you walk in there and everybody is snarling and eyeing you evil and all of this. You mean like the demons do? Praise the Lord. Ah! What? I don't feel nothing but confusion, messiness, envy, lust, love, backbiting. These are all the names of demons up in here. Pride. I am child of God. Sister, you don't talk to me like that. I'm the pastor. I'm the pastor's wife. I'm the choir director, honey. I'll get you up. Don't play with me. You won't have no solo. Huh? Buying a pastor's Balenciaga. Bell is king, you mean? And Versace and all of it. Come on now. The Bible talked about synagogues of Satan. I expect that in the club. I shouldn't see that same spirit in the church. I expect it at the whorehouse, the dope house, the trap, out on the corners. I expect that out there, but not in here. I don't expect to be embarrassed because I don't have as much as nobody else when that's what the world do. Oh, sister, you can't pay no more than that. Those of you that can give $1, I guess y'all can come last. God said those that have the least to give and give all that they give of all they have be here. So why y'all call for the $500 offerings first instead of the dollar offerings? Let's do it. Let's do it! Widows and her mites ring a bell for you, reverends and ministers? No. I ain't no better than nobody else. I'm just telling you what I be seeing. That's what I see. Why we don't call for the dollar offerings first? Because you're going to make them last in the kingdom because they got the least to give you. And that's why I used to tell people when they used to give here, if you got $1, God could turn it into 10,000. A lotto ticket. Back in the day, a Powerball ticket was $1 and you could win 20 million. They can't do better than my daddy. So you make those who have the least to give feel like they're the least in the church and in the kingdom of God. Oh, okay. Well, God said the ones that got the least, he coming to see about a what? See about a what? See about a what? He said he for the poor. Thank you, Lord, because I only got $1. Keep your big change. I only got $1. What you better do with it, Daddy? Let me see it. Slapping this dollar down like it's 100. You hear me? Because God's math is not their math. I took your advice and gave to the homeless mother with babies. Come on. And mothers with babies. Come on now. Slaps it down, baby. Come on with that. And I'm taking all. Because he said if you give in the right spirit and you do what I need you to do and you line up and you look after the people that got less than you, he said you can ask for ALL. So, yeah, I'm taking a whole baby. Even though I only came with $1. I'm taking a whole bag, boo. I'm taking a whole bag. What you didn't say? Yeah, that's me. Don't touch that. That's mine. You the $500 people, remember? Y'all went first. It's our turn now. Listen here. He said who the world make last, he gonna make them first. Well, come on with it. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Jesus is my doctor. Now, for write down all my scriptions. Oh, Come on, what you just said? Them old people knew something. You hear me? Not the ones that's in there now that want to be stars and stuff. Yeah. Moving on. Y'all, I need to laugh because this last 5 days was a trip. I need to. That what you said. I got me here clapping on beat. You know they was always off too. That was crazy though. At first, then it'll get good, then they'll get on because the drummer then been winking and hitting bows at chicks, so he ain't paying attention and she about to start singing. In the symbol at the girl nodding his head and like, you tonight. Listen. That's how when they went to secular music. Oh, congratulations. Oh, shoot. Congratulations, Rena. Lord, we better have us another Circle Little. And it was some Circle Littles born while I was gone. Congratulations. Oh, my ticket's gonna be a big sister. Oh, Lord. You start working her now. Now go on and get her a baby doll and go get a baby doll because she gonna be wanting to hike on the floor or him. I just told my daughter this. Y'all better start getting these babies ready to have another baby that's gonna have y'all attention. I started prepping mine earlier. I go get a baby that can't nobody else play with. It's only mommy's baby. Okay? And can't nobody touch mommy's baby without mommy being present. Training them. And then they had to get used to seeing another baby in my arms. Because, honey, them older siblings, let them be under 3. They can be, honey, you can't trust them with your little ones. They'll be a poke their eyes out, pinch them, all that old good stuff. Like, get away from my baby. What are you doing? It's been 2 days already. I know that's right. I'm just saying, you get them ready. They be excited, but sometimes they don't understand, boy. They get to see it. They can't get up in mommy lap when they want to. Listen here, you boy. You better watch them. Yeah, Tamika, you know. Get away from my baby. What are you doing? Be trying to feed them the baby about to choke because they done trying to do what you doing. Come on, get out of here. Get away from I'm telling y'all, when I have my daughter, my oldest daughter, I tell this story, and she has beautiful eyes. Her eyes were gray when she was born for like months. Then they turned to they switched. They like hazel and different colors. So I go in there and I hear her kind of like, but she didn't really cry. Y'all, my son, he was 2. He had just turned 2. He was 2 years 2 years old and 3 months when she was born. And he 27 months, whatever you want to call it, 2, whatever. He done lifted up her eyelids because she was asleep because he wanted to see her eyes. He done went and wait till I got in the shower and lift my baby's eyelids up and was poking her in her because I think he still thought she was the doll because the doll's eyes really don't move. Get away from my baby. What are you doing? He would grab her little fingers and he wasn't being mean. I think he just didn't understand the whole concept of she's a human being. He would grab her little finger and he wouldn't be trying to pinch her, but he'll be like, she's squishy. And then he'll kind of look at the other baby like this baby fingers is hard, but her fingers is squishy. Is it alive? Exactly, Rita. Right. So I don't be trying to jinx y'all nothing. I just be trying to say, hey, pay attention. Because they be so, they don't understand. So they can be rough and they don't know that you got to be gentle with the baby and not, rub their face all hard. And when you rub their hair, they be pull your baby's hair. Hey, that's like vellum. Don't do that. Just stop it. Yep, 5 months and getting pinched on. I'm telling you. See, people don't talk about that part. My daughter stuck the baby fist in her whole mouth and beat him. Come on. See, y'all telling the truth. This is what I'm talking about right here. Listen, that part. Stuck the back because is this real? I bite baby doll arms. I can bite this. Yes, that's the stuff. My oldest used to sit on his little brother when he was asleep. I'm telling you, that kind of stuff. You got to watch him. See? Thank you for being honest. And people like, no, yes, the hell they do. They'll be exterminated you young. You better watch them. And mommy and daddy getting all this attention and everybody that used to be coming and bring. No, 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 no. I don't want to scare you. We just telling you what to look for. We just telling you. And it don't be that they being evil. They just don't understand. So that's why you got to start teaching them. Not keep your eyes open, but it's the truth. You see all these stories. Everybody got one like, when that second baby came, you had to guard them with your life, boy. They be talking about predators. It's the older kid. It's the 8-month-old, 9, 10, 2-month-old little baby that's right over them. That's the predator. That is the predator that I am guarding them from for the first couple months until this kid can sit up and cry and understand to call out for me. Pinch game strong and walk off before the cry comes. Come on, girl. Listen, Tamika. That part. Literally, listen. You know. Y'all know too. Listen. Them kids, boy. Get away from my baby. No. Okay, so I want to say this really quickly. Get this letter out here. Because I'm about to go find me some food. So, I got a delivery right before I left. Okay? I'm going to show it to y'all, but I want to do this because I don't want to. And Auntie, thank you. I just be wondering how he comes up with all this information that he has that we can Google. And it takes us right to the stuff that we be studying. Anybody have that? I like this brown paper card you sent me. It makes me feel real nice. Yep. So, TikTok, Elin 358 or our Harvest Moon. Okay, and email. Sent me a micro garden, y'all. Now I'm about to do this. They sent me like a micro garden. Look at this. Microgreens garden. And everything comes in it. So I don't know if she do kits, but y'all better get some. So this is respiratory blend of 40 herbs. Make as a tea 3 times a day. Thank you. Okay, I didn't get to really look at it before I left. Came with the spray bottle. Okay. You get all your seeds from her? Okay, so here go another customer right here that'll tell you, look. So this is 2 ounces of black sea moss. Oh, that's cool. What? See, I didn't look at nothing before I left. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's real cool. I've been seeing y'all talking about the sea moss. I was like, and I know I got some, but I've never seen it dried. I'm a texture person. Microgreen sunflower seeds. Pretty cool. Microgreen beets. No, I know beets is good for you, but no. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And then it says microgreen salad mix: kale, arugula, broccoli, kohlrabi, and cabbage. Ooh, okay. And then I guess this is the thing that you break it up in and put it. I'm about to learn. And it's whole tray system. Ain't this cool? You need the kit? Okay, so here go the info right here. Boom. Go to ELAN 358 on TikTok or R_harvest_moon. Oh no, Tamika, I don't need no fertility. I don't need no fertility now. Wait a minute. You said they're good for what and what? Because the beets is good for fertility. I don't need that. No, wait a minute now. Hold on. Go back. See, you have to watch your words around here. Don't do that. But say, well, ELANQ. Them about to sit up on the guy. okay. Well, nothing to do with that. What? Hold on. Let me go and research first. Oh, I don't think she has a site. So you can go on her TikTok. ELAN35. Here. There we go. Just screenshot. Go ahead. There you go. I'm about to show it to y'all. Y'all got 30 seconds. Screenshot. Here we go. Okay, here we go. You're welcome. Okay, this is cool. Thank you, Pumpkin. I appreciate you. So, yes, y'all go and grab y'all stuff. And I'm sure she has probably a ton of other things. But this little thing is cool. When I say we have some of the most amazing people in our community, we got all kind of people. I'm grateful for y'all. Not just because y'all send me stuff. I'm grateful for that too. But I'm grateful that, like, it's great. You miss what? What you miss, Asmata? There we go. One more time. Somebody else missed it over here. I got you, Punky. Yeah, it's so many resources. You said it. Hi. It sure is, baby girl. But you have so many resourceful people here. I'm serious. You're welcome. Ain't that cool? So you can go get your microgreens and stuff. Hey, baby. So with that, we got so many different people. Listen here. We got so many everything. We got doctors. We got scientists. We got all kinds of people. We got horticulturists, I think they call, the botanists, or whatever you want to call them. I don't know all the names of the people because everything changes now. But thank you. Oh, girl, this is done for the thing, and they done popped off, and this color is dyeing everything. I done dyed some pillars, and but it's staying good though. That's flat. The truth. If you trying to stain your hair, I don't care what nobody say. It's good. I don't use the bleach part of it though, but the color for staining your hair, it works real good, especially on locks. Saturates. Yeah, so we got that was cool, and it comes with all your little stuff. So I'm gonna set this up and try to figure out how to do that. So we got some people. So thank you, Pumpkin. I appreciate you. Y'all go on over there and get what you need. Get your little, not little, get your micro green gardens going. You know, it's as she saying you go get. So get it popping. That's so cool. We have amazing people in our community. I promise we do. We do. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Auntie, I believe you got me this Percy Jackson. Now listen. Hold on. Where is it? So I don't know how to say this name, but I believe it's Evelyn Doris, and you live in Compton. I got it. Thank you. I know you. I think you said email you. I don't. I'm gonna try, but if you got you now, I got you. It came. It's here. I went and checked the box, and it was in there. So thank you, and I'll get that to where it's supposed to go. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. I promise I'm very grateful for everything that y'all do. I always am. Y'all know that. Y'all can see me so much stuff. I be in here about to cry sometimes because I don't know where to put it, and the Lord will bless. He'll bless you with blessings you don't have room enough to receive, y'all. And I am honest with it. Jesus, I be trying to find places to put stuff. I said, well, yeah, okay. here. Maybe well, I'm grateful though. We have some pretty cool stuff like this. I was telling people about this weekend. Our Library of Congress stamp that we have that Toya got. Thank you. This says from the Library of Circuit Trouble 22. And my books are really stamped with this. It's so freaking cool. Okay. It's a learned skill though, because you'll tear all your stuff up. Excuse me, but can't. This one I didn't get in there good, but can you see it right there? See it? There we go. The top part didn't get all the way through there, but you see that? See? Library of Circuit Trouble. Let me get a better one. Can y'all see it? Y'all might. Oh, there we go. I guess I gotta put it in the light. Yeah. Do you see how that works? So, we got all kind of cool things in here. I'm trying to find one where you can see it real good. Maybe not. Did I not do this one? Oh, yeah, I didn't even do this one. Wow. Did I not? I didn't. Why didn't I? Now that's crazy because they know all the other ones except for the new books. Well, let's do it now. Let's do it now. Because what? Maybe I did it in the back. Hold on, because I think I did do some in the back. Hold on. Mm-mm. Mm. Sorry. Auntie, did you buy the book, The Talisman? Did you add that to your, what's the name? I just turned to something that's very, very interesting. I'm about to show y'all something. This is why books are great. Just turning and opening this book. Look what I seen just right there. See that word Nazarene? I say to thee, Nazarene. Now this book is called The Talisman. Y'all see that? The Arabian physician, El Hakim. You would not think that any of these, right? But listen here. It says the warriors arose from their place of brief rest, a simple refreshment, courteously aided, while they carefully replaced and adjusted the harness. So this is, a story, whatever. But also, I'm just saying, like, it be stuff hidden right in front of our face because where's the books? Oh, want to see something? See what they say right there. Charms, amulets, talismans, and spells. The talisman? Like this? But it was talking about a Nazarene in this book. I know you did, Auntie. I know you did. And they talk about Muhammad and Muslim. Mm-hmm. We got some new books. I don't know if y'all got a chance to show y'all those too. And like I told you, some of these books I haven't read in a very long time. or I had to skim through, or it was something I wanted, but remember we got this too. Technical secrets of the traditional visual arts. Hmm. Do you ever stare at patterns and wonder how to construct them? Are you ever captivated and inspired by Celtic or Islamic art? Like a talisman. See it right there? Now, I just got this book. I've had that book for years. But look at it's right there together. We always study Celtic history, don't we? And Norse mythology, because we know that's based on the Assyrian and Babylonian kings. So do y'all see how all of this just be connecting together in every... Mm-hmm. It's magic, the highest and lowest forms of trickery. Is that a clock? Auntie, is this the clock, Auntie? The telephone that you gotta wind up to talk to somebody that ain't where you at. Yeah, remember you used to have to wind the phone to talk to somebody that's not where you at? Your senses. A rotary phone. Come on. Or back in the day, remember? They used to have to wind it up and they had the piece and the piece on the thing, the wooden one. Come on. The isometric system. This looks like the buildings in Indiana are courthouses, doesn't it? And in every city, pretty well, the old ones. This is how all of our Capitol buildings look, don't they? Or no? And they're all named after and on different grids. When you look at your Capitol, and it's always downtown, and then everything else north, east, south, it's like the middle. There's always some type of huge monument or structure or idol or statue there that people flock to, take pictures of. Oh, okay. Learning from leaves. And we know that there's leaf people because I colored one. Let me go get her. Hold on one second. I think she's in my room. And now we're going to see. What is she in there? Coloring books are in my room. Hold on, I'm going to show you something because I actually colored a leaf person. And don't fairies normally come to you while you're sleeping and play with your nose? And they often, even the one that was in the movie I asked y'all to watch, she thought it was a bug at first, and it could transform into a human dark being. So I wonder why these patterns are on the beds. Aren't these patterns on our beds? On the corners right there? Especially if you got nice carved wood beds. And these leaf, I know because my mama did. I had rice beds my whole life. The antique rice beds that are high. They're like the, yeah. Okay. It's in our wood. It's on our armoires. It's on our dressers. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm not that I remember seeing the winding phone in my grandparents' first home. They never took it off the wall. Yeah. My grandma and them had one down in the, I think it was in, if it wasn't in the church, it was in their old house. They had this one, but it was places where I was at that had the old school ones where you wind them up. Different places still had them. And you could wind them up and it had the string that came out and the whole nine. Right? So you think about the fallen angels being able to enchant things, right? And now we know that trees can walk. Trees can walk, so this makes sense now, doesn't it? Are trees not walking? Aren't trees walking? Trees are now breathing. Yes or no? And they've always showed us that trees reach out and grab people, and then the people like get consumed in the tree and you never see them again. Or trees running off with people. We thought that was make believe, right? Enchanted forest. How many stars do an enchanted forest theme for their babies' birthday parties and stuff? They're always walking into these tree like things, and it's like the lights, and it looks all mystical, and it's always an enchanted forest. Can we look up the definition of enchantment, please? There go see your frog, y'all. I ain't finished. I gotta get that. Oh, there go. It be looking like this. Like you walking into a portal. This is exactly how the trees be set up. That's exactly how the trees be set up. And then in Cantu, each room was enchanted. I need to look at that. My grandkids watch it. Enchantment. The state. Oh wait, hold on. The state of being under a spell, magic, a world of mystery and enchantment. This is Goblin Core. Somebody bought it for me. They bought me amazing coloring books. And they got all the people in. Oh, let me go get the other one so y'all can see them real quick. So if you want to learn and do art at the same time, you can still look up the same types of beings. Hold on. Y'all know y'all bought me a lot of coloring books, and I already had a lot of coloring books. So if I miss one, just be cool. Please, just be cool. But like Mythic World, right? But in the back of these, they tell you the being names. Look at. See? See? Do you see it? Isis, Egypt, the Four Guardians, Japan, Rainbow Fish. So you mean look, Puka, Ireland? Oh, you mean like Ireland? And these are mythical creatures. So you learning while you coloring still. You see that? Thor. Right. You still learning while you coloring and stuff. This the dude I'm working on in this book right now. He's a water nymph, if I'm not mistaken. It's gonna take a while. But yeah. Look at it. So you can learn while coloring, you know. You can learn while coloring. Another wicked forest, right? And a water being, a water monster. Oh, okay. They have that book at Half Price Bookstore. Yes, they do. And then we got, so that's the mythic world. Then we got the worlds within worlds. Oh. You mean like how we living on a big old, like there's Elephant Island or whatever it's called over there in wherever, Rome or wherever it is, and they found out that the island everybody been living on, if you pull back up on the thing, it looked like a giant elephant like this, where they didn't build houses. So this is a thing, right? The Mayan temples, the snake that, now this is important. You want to know why this is important? Because in Adam and Eve, didn't it show up? Didn't it? More than one time. Because you remember God turned Satan into he turned himself into a cobra or something like that. Anyway, this is how the king cobra got to India from Adam and Eve. He was coming after him. Cities and extra large beings under the mountains and whatnot. So that stuff is there. Oh, okay. And then color morphia. I'm just showing y'all this because a lot of this stuff, we just looked up the clock symbol and how that could be magic. And that's so funny because a lot of times when a person is hypnotized, they're listening to that tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Are we that slow? I be on TikTok all day, 10 hours a day. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. I'm just gonna sit down. You can get lost in TikTok and be there all day and life has passed you by. You mean like when you hypnotize? What you doing on TikTok? What you doing on TikTok? What you doing? TikTok, TikTok. So not even if you just hear, but if you say it. You know what you think of. You think of that brown wood thing that be like tick tock, tick tock. Oh my God. Thank you, Dad, for all of your infinite knowledge on everything. On everything. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at this. We got more. Uh-oh. That's crazy. That's nuts. Do you see this? A manticore, a woodland troll, winged horses, Chinese dragon. Y'all see it? All mythical creatures. These are the coloring books. A hydra. I'm reading backwards now. You got gnomes. Yep, this is the Mythomorphia book. I told you can learn in so many different ways. Symbols, what they mean, hidden answers. Listen, I can't do nothing unless it's teaching me something. I keep telling y'all, that's even coloring. It got to be about something now. Something what I'm learning. You didn't get one of them. You didn't get the mythomorphia. So it's the ones we got is mythomorphia, color morphia, worlds within worlds, mythic world, and oh, this is my Harry Potter. I love this one too. And then we got Goblin Court too. You know. Oh, you didn't buy them when you seen them. Oh, you saying you didn't buy them when you seen them. Okay. Well, come on in. Look it. Think the fallen angels had anything to do with that? Look at him. This looks like the mice we were just talking about earlier where they're growing human extra parts on the freaking mice. Eyeballs in their backs and stuff. These was on a Disney, on a, I gotta think of what movie or cartoon that is. That they had some beings that look like this right here on there, and they was talking to the Harry Potter, the hats. The hat. The hat from Harry Potter. Kind of looked like that when he would be. Remember, they set him down on the thing? And he would say, Gryffindor, Slytherin. Yes, yes. Right? Ain't that what he looked like? All crinkled up like that, auntie? Was his name Manly P. Hall? That was his name? Oh, okay. Well. Oh, Masons. Oh, I don't know. Oh, Manly P. Hall Masons wear that? Oh, okay. And wizards. Isn't it crazy that the Dunn's hat looked just like a wizard hat? No. I don't have nothing to do with nothing either. The outcasts who normally find some hidden power up in a place in the top of the school that turns them into a different being. No, none of that don't have nothing to do with nothing. Goodness gracious. None of it has anything to do with anything. Right? All of this is just mind blowing. Oh, you mean the giant lizards that they made? Giant lizards mixing birds and reptiles and ducks in ancient Mesopotamia, because it was just regular lizards at first, and then the giants got to doing miscegenation, and then it was all kinds of beings and stuff that was even like the Loch Ness monster and stuff like that, and the Ammonites who are mentioned in the Bible as well. What's going to be crazy is these are the shapeshifters going into your shell, and you come out and you're a different person, like walking on water, like Nereus could do, or Typhon with these. And it's funny because in ancient Mesopotamia, a lot of this is in magic. It's right here, this coal that we see. As a matter of fact, if you watched Curse, it is the symbol that was on everything. And it's in Moana as the heart of Tafiti. Isn't it? Ain't that y'all heart of Tafiti right there? And they was the water people. And instead of boy, what's his name? The Rock. Whatever he played, he is a demigod, it said. Right? It said that he was a demigod. Right? And he could change into one of these. Or a bird, or Ursula necklace that takes Ariel's voice. Come on. And she was the witch that mixed up all the medicine. Poor unfortunate souls. So I give you love and make you beautiful, but now you're trapped in the darkness with me. The witch. The child. Oh, you mean like the fallen angels trap the people's souls with them when they do magic in the darkness? Ow. Like Hollywood? And they be half dead still having to perform? And slowly but surely, the same way that they looked in those things, those shriveled up people looked at her. She was snatching the souls of the people with the giving them false. No, that don't have nothing to do with nothing. It don't. It don't have nothing to do with nothing. Soul snatchers. Yep, I'm Pumpkin. I shared it this morning. Yep. Listen, who feels like all of this is so much bigger than you ever thought it was going to be? And they are tricky, 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 tricky. Now, who even understands that the reason that we perish is because we don't have enough knowledge about everything, like Coca-Cola and Sprite, or wine and spirits, or medicine, Pharmakeia. Oh. Handlers, come on now. Something that people can listen. Those rabbit holes be crazy, yep. But tell me it don't make you feel alive. Life ain't mundane. Hi. Life ain't mundane now, is it? Okay? Life is not mundane anymore. You can't dang near be. You cannot study all of this stuff and feel like life ain't moving. Or you just existing. Because you can't. Oh, people think you crazy. What? Nothing. What's wrong with you? Nothing. You wouldn't even understand. Never mind. I gotta get home. I need to get to my books. Wait a minute. I got my tablet with me. I got my Jesus bag. I told y'all, you're crazy. You're crazy like me. Can't watch TV no more regular. Just be able to sit, get the little movie, have your little snacks and stuff, and go to sleep. Now you be like, oh my God, let me go get my book. Hold on. Wait a minute, baby. Remember I was just telling. We just listen. What's in a Jesus bag? I used to keep my Old Testament supergrapher, Josephus, or whatever book I was studying. I always kept me an Old Testament supergrapher in there. But whatever other book I was studying, my notebook, like a spiral notebook, like a little spiral notebook in there, and then pens and highlighters. I carried that everywhere with me for years. I went to barbecues. I didn't care where I was going out of town. I even took it to church. My Jesus bag went everywhere I went. Because if God give me revelation, I need to be able to go. And 9 times out of 10, whatever book I have, the revelation is going to be relevant. So it used to be so amazing. It still is even right now. It just happened to me. Speaking of which, when I left on my trip, I took this book and 2 other books with me. You're right. I got my OTPs in my fake Birkin bag. Okay. Come on. What you say? We going to use Birkin to carry these Jesus books. I took my OTP once and the pastor stared clear across the room from me that day. See, you trying to get out? Crazy, just like me. You see? Now, poor unfortunate souls. They crash, they burn, whatever. Something, right? This is the Chaldean oracles. Right? Just the Chaldean oracles. Why do these lights not seem bright enough? I don't know. I don't know why they don't. I really don't. Because they don't seem bright. But look what it say right there. The race of evil demons draws down souls. A race which is also called bestial and shameless, since it is turned towards nature. You see it? The race of evil demons draws down souls. A race which is called bestial and shameless, since it is turned towards nature. From the hollows of the earth, lead I don't know how to say that because I didn't look it up. The dogs. This is talking about spirit. And look, who never show a true sign to a mortal. The oracle is about demons involved in matter. These demons are called dogs because they are the avengers of souls. Like a hellhound. I got a little excited, too excited about it. Come on now. $4,000 on a bag or $4,000 worth of books. Whew. And keep that $4,000 for that bag. Can I come on with that? And look whose name is on it. Prometheus Trust. Oh, Prometheus, huh? Really? That's the people that's y'all, this book is good. It is. It talks about the demiurge, it talks about intellect and the soul. And it's really honestly basically like the Chaldean Genesis. It talks about like these spiritual beings that interrupt man. I'm like, wow, isn't it? And the other side I believe is in Greek, if I'm not mistaken. So this is the translation of it here. Yeah. So it's in Greek, I believe, on one side, and then English on the other. Look at us, all our bilingual books and stuff. We got a lot of bilingual books, don't we? We even have some trilingual books. That's the black Doberman Pinscher looking dog. And who they call the gods in here? Fallen angels' kids or the fallen angels. I said it's so crazy. It talks about like it's cool. So, and then we also have I have another one called the Chaldean account of Genesis. I have that also. I have not got to finish reading it. I've been skimming through it. So I'm about to go find me some food because I've been on here 152 minutes. And I will get back on here a little bit later. You have that one? Have you started looking in it? Okay, a couple of y'all got it. All right. Okay, it's good. I figured it was. I've been thumbing through it a little bit between both of them. I've been going back and forth. And then you got to think if you got this one too. Look, of the Chaldees, Ireland. So Ireland, the Chaldean oracles, right? Right? And then we look up this plant today, the American burnweed, okay? And it's called the Eric something, Erikites. Like Eric, like Iraq, like Isn't that crazy? Who is tripping? The ancient Mesopotamia has so much to do with our everyday life right now. Oh, you're welcome, pumpkin. Crazy. And this is why the Bible talks about the forefathers of the Philistines, the forefathers of the Ammonites, the Jebusites, the Girgashites, and all of them, because their mamas was the high priestesses and the sorcerers, and their fathers were the sorcerers and the magicians and the wise men of that day that were advising the Persians who used magic, and the Indian people of that culture, and the African people of that culture, and all of that. Okay? So it all matters. So when you go and you watch Indiana Jones, and you go and you watch, even with Wakanda and all of that stuff, y'all saw all our stuff in there. How can you find all of the names of the demons? There's a few books. Dictionary of Demons. Look up in my list up here in Amazon. And you can look through. I put like the demon dictionary and stuff like that. But there's millions and gazillions of them. So, and some of them are the same people, and just they have a different name and a different culture. Because people forget that demons don't live in our realm, so they can be in India and then over here as another name, because their job is to deceive. But it'd be the same demon. He just changed form and went over there to look like them, so he could deceive them. And went over there to look like them, so he could deceive them, because they changed form. We know this. Just angels change form. We know that. Regular good angels change form, so we know bad angels can. Yeah. So I'm about to go eat because I feel sick in my stomach. I need to get some more food. I really didn't eat this whole weekend. So with that, I'm about to smash something with some potatoes. I already know it. Something with some chicken and potatoes is something. That's what I need in my life. Wait a minute. The sky in NYC is terrible with smoke from Canada. I'm taking the gas mask out of the safe for later and getting them right now. Oh, okay. Sounds good. I told y'all water in these and food is the first things you need. Because you're going to be able to breathe. You got to be able to breathe. You got to be able to drink and you got to be able to eat. And then you work on keeping warm and whatnot. You saw it on the news, the Canada fires. We've been talking about you for a while, girl. Looks like we about to need you. The whole quality on the whole, air quality on the whole east coast is horrible. You mean where the Russians was last year? Wasn't the Russians on the east coast last year in their warships? Yeah, but it was in Alaska. No. And they said Alaska is right across from Russia, right? And Canada north of us. The DMV is on code red. Got gas masks for the family. Thanks to you. Good job, AJ. Good job. Everybody, and they got them on sale now. They got all the disaster preparedness stuff. My friend, let me. I was in the store. He said I saw all these disaster, like these dehydrated foods and stuff. I'm like, yeah, it's about to go down. I hope you go get some. I hope you go get some. The stores are full with them now. Y'all better be paying attention. Quit walking past that to the snack aisle into this all this high class food. They ain't put it in there for no reason, and it's been in there for over a year. Dehydrated foods and freeze fried foods made it last year, and they've not left. It's, as a matter of fact, there's even more of it. God is warning people. EBS, emergency broadcast system, then put out a thing. You need to have a month's worth of food and water. The phones, talking about the phones ain't gonna work, and then I found out for myself. I had to go get another phone. Sad about that. I was without a phone for 4 days, and we had just talked about the phones going out, and then my phone went out. Like the next day after we talked about it, messed me up, and I was without nobody could contact me. That's crazy. And I couldn't contact nobody. It's been 12 months, yeah. It's been more than 12 months now, but this will pass. Yeah. When we start passing. Armageddon has started. Armageddon has started. The droughts in the places, the food shortage, we in the middle of it now. The red heifers, the Antichrist is being revealed, the cashless society is here. I mean, what Because when I was in the airport, everything was cashless, 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 cashless. We are a cashless establishment. Your phone broke too, nephew. See? Mm-hmm. You saw the same EBS warning on Patriots app that I have. Right there. Right there. Right there. You see? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't, I'm not an Apple person. I'm a Samsung. The father of the Apple and the mother of the Apple phone. I'm going to go with the originals. I hate to say it, y'all, but we be having software like 10 years before y'all have it. I mean, I hear you, but I know the Apples is Samsungs. I be trying to tell them they don't listen, but it's just the kind of simpler version. Oh, they just pay a lot of money for it. We gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it because, honey, the Apple community is. But yeah, y'all just paying hot dollar for Android. It's a Samsung phone. I just don't call it Android, but most of them, the technology is Samsung's. Whatever they tell you it is, they gotta go through Samsung to get their stuff. For real, what we was using back in 2012, in 2013 and 14, some of that stuff is just now hitting iPhone. It's mind blowing to me. On my Samsung Galaxy 345, we had it, and then my kids came to me like with the iPhone 8. I was like, look, we got. I said, y'all remember it? Well, let me show you. How long mom had this phone? 2 years. Okay, well, you've been having that. Just any one of them. Either one of them. Oh, there's Harvest Moon. Hello. Either one of them. You can, any one of them. Any one of the ones that's up there. It's fine. You got the EMP bags. Start putting your phone in it at night. Hey, I think they're gonna hit the towers, so it's really not gonna matter about the phones anyway. Because if you fry the towers, you don't need the phones. They'll probably let you still listen to your downloaded music. They don't care if they hit the towers. Because if they fry the towers, it ain't no. It's just like them knocking down the. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Ah. Mm-mm. I don't want one. I mean, that is my main one. I have one, but it's not my main phone. Got your walkie talkies. Okay. Good job. Y'all, because we don't know. So, new shows. If you ain't already watched it, basically your phone on airplane mode. Exactly. Whatever you got downloaded is what you got. What is the day if you still here? She the movie plug. She the plug on what I ought to watch that. Cause I'm telling you, I'm about to go finish watching this. What do you call it? Shadow and Bone. Shadow and Bone, and then hi. Okay. What was we? Shadow and Bone and Cursed. Cursed on Netflix. Shadow and Bone and Cursed on Netflix. Crazy. Don't forget the Invisible. I haven't seen that one yet. It's on Netflix. I'm just now starting to watch Shadow and Bone, so I don't even know how. I think I'm only in the second show or something. The Rain. Okay, I'll have to look into that. You welcome, Pumpkin. Y'all, they be putting us on. She really do. Don't forget The Invisible City on Netflix. That was good. You told us what else did we watch? I can't think right now. Sandman. Sandman was good too. I don't know that I've made it all the way through, or maybe did I finish it? I think I did finish Sandman too. Yep, I did finish Sandman. I finished Sandman too. Yep, Sandman was good. And it's crazy how it's all of our stuff. It's all the stuff we read, and the names be real, and the if it's a demonic entity or some type of entity with the magic, even the magicians and all of that, the librarians and all of these movies that's telling us without telling us what's going on, and they be running into our babies. So yep. I don't think I watched Manifest. Is that about the people that was on the plane? Or no? Is that a magic show kind of thing? Oh, that was where they came. Cause that y'all know they had a show like that back in the day. What was it called back in the day? Where they was on a plane and then they just came back and they didn't know it had been like however many years. What was the show? It was already a show back. I know, but it was one when we was young. Was it called Lost? I don't know. It was a show back in the day. I watched it. Okay. Or something. I know they had like when we was like, I'm talking about like the 80s or 90s, like early 80s, I mean late 80s, early 90s, something like that. It was one. 44. Was it 44? No, it wasn't Lost in. Was it Lost in Space? I don't think it was. It Lost in Space? Yep, I watched. Excuse me, the good. Yep, I watched the School for Good and Evil. I did. I'm about to go eat, y'all. The 4400. All of them. So yeah, it's the return. It's a couple of them. Okay, so yeah, it was shows back when we was younger. Yeah. So you all got some stuff to do. We'll get back on that, or we can go live. I'm gonna figure out how to prop this one up so we can do Instagram tonight too. I ain't gonna flake out on Instagram no more. I ain't gonna flake out on. So I'm gonna do Instagram too this evening. I'm gonna have to figure it out and run it. Figure out something to set it up over here somewhere. So plus I gotta go get me some food, y'all. I'm hungry, 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 hungry. So I'll get back on a little bit later. I don't know when. Maybe closer to probably 6 or something. Probably closer to 6 or 7 this evening, depending. I gotta go order more books. Well, I love y'all. Have a good day. I'm happy we back. I gotta figure out how to get this YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, but this Instagram set up here so we can start doing that too. Getting us back on Instagram. All the meat is magically appearing. Listen, y'all got some TV watching to do and some reading. Love y'all.